Right when we start the hike, I see one of these two girls in her class start running the trail. It seemed like nobody wanted to be beat by a girl, especially my friends. So they started running, trying to keep up with her, and I followed. We were running through puddles, up hills, down hills, over rocks. We kept on running and running and running until eventually I slipped on this one rock sticking out of the ground and twisted my ankle pretty badly. I stopped for a moment, evaluated my ankle, and decided I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to walk the rest of the trail. As I was walking, one of my friends finally caught up to me, and we decided to walk together the rest of the way. So we walked and walked and walked. Then he taps me on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, I gotta tie my shoe." Me being the good friend that I am, I decided to ditch him and started jogging away until I couldn't see him behind me. As I was running, I came to this huge open area. I had two choices, either to go left or to go straight. It was about 10:30 and we've only been on the trail for about half an hour, so I thought I had lots of time. So I decided to go straight. So I walked and walked and walked, but this time it seemed way harder. I was going through deeper puddles, bigger rocks, going up steeper hills, going down steeper hills. There was even one part of the trail where there was no path and only trees with markings on them. At this point, turning back still didn't cross my mind, until I reached the very next checkpoint. This checkpoint had two signs. The first one said, distance traveled, 10 kilometers. The second one said, Grouse Mountain, 20 kilometers. At this point, I knew I wasn't going to make it back on time. With my adrenaline pumping, I ran as quickly as I could back down the way I came. I was running, jumping, weaving as fast as I could, until I slipped on another rock sticking out of the ground and twisted my ankle again. I yelled as loud as I could. At this point, I had to walk until my ankle felt better, so I walked for what felt like forever, until I finally reached the dreaded crossroads. This gave me a huge burst of energy, so I took the path on the right and started running again. I ran and I ran and I ran, but as soon as I got a good pace going, I twisted my ankle for a third time on another rock sticking out of the ground. This one hurt way more than the rest, so I finally decided I'm not going to run anymore. If walking takes 10 extra minutes, so be it. So after about 30 minutes, I finally see the end over the bridge. So I crossed the bridge, then I realized I wasn't in the same place that I started. So I looked for someone working there to drive me back, and about 50 minutes later, I finally found my teacher and went home. During the car ride home, she kept on asking me what happened. She kept on making jokes every time I started explaining. Along with my throbbing ankle, it was probably the worst 45-minute car ride of my life. As a result, I had a pretty bad sprained ankle. Everyone knew what happened because I missed my grad ceremony rehearsal. And my scumbag teacher teased me for the rest of the year about getting lost.